take my mind.
Welcome to another episode, the hottest podcast on the planet.
On the planet, Craig. On the planet. Man, how you feeling today, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pimpish. I'm feeling player.
Macadocious.
Macadocious.
Let me get some on the black side. What about you, V? How you feeling, girl?
I'm well.
You well? You look like you're well.
I'm well. I'm doing very well.
You're doing very
Oh,
well.
I like your braids too, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay.
Woo. So, my brothers and my sister, yes, Lord, we had a very interesting weekend, didn't we?
We
yeah.
sure did.
My player partner over here went viral. Huh? You went viral.
For speaking your mind.
For,
Right.
for speaking your truth.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Through your eyes. How'd you feel about that, man?
Man, I felt good, man. I felt so good because this is something we always talked about, bro.
Yeah.
I remember last year around this time, I believe, we was leaving the studio, and I said, bro, all we need is this one viral moment
Yeah, one
to kick the
viral
dough
moment.
in, you know,
Yeah.
to allow the world to know who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know
So
what I liked
go
about
ahead,
it?
go
I
ahead,
liked it because it was authentic. You know what I'm saying? It's not scripted. We don't do no script.
No script.
You know what I'm saying? We record straight through. There's no cut in between, and we ain't making up things as we go. We speak from the heart. You know what I'm saying? What about you? How did you feel? Because you also, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you
Oh
both
no,
went
this
viral.
was definitely Al's moment. This was Al's viral
No,
moment.
you was
Nah,
in there.
you were viral too.
You was
Vic.
in there. You was in the
You was
clip.
in there,
How
Vic.
did it feel
How
for
did it feel?
you?
What day did the video get posted? Tuesday or regular Tuesday?
I have no
No,
clue.
I think it was
you know.
Monday. Was it Monday?
No.
It was Tuesday?
Oh, our clip.
The clip was
The reel
Monday.
was Monday.
Forget
The episode
clip.
dropped
How
Tuesday.
did you feel about the
regular.
situ-
I don't feel nothing
regular?
about. I don't care about viralness.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about, like, you know, what was being said. You know, how
Oh,
you
commentary.
feel
Yeah,
overall about the whole situation. Are you proud of that moment? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like that moment represented you, who you are?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
That's
But
what
I
I'm saying.
also feel like authenticity, like you said. You know, I feel like when we come here and we talk, we're all just having like an open conversation. So we're not like planning it or staging it. So it's more or less like either you maybe this is a topic that you're gonna catch on to, and maybe it's not. You know, like, and so I feel like for us, if you want to be honest, we had quite a few other viral episodes that could have went viral, but
no,
it
no,
didn't.
we're not talking about the other.
No. Let me get to my point. It didn't, but this was just our moment, right? But we still gonna be authentic going forward.
Correct.
You know, so it's just like a regular Tuesday, like a Wednesday. The comments I feel are interesting. They're funny.
They're funny.
Yeah, I love. But for me, like I said, it's just a little different.
I didn't find them funny.
I love
didn't-
social media.
The reason why I did not
It's-
find them funny, I didn't like some of the things that I was saying about you.
You're right.
Because I know you. You know
Of
what I'm
course,
saying?
of course.
And that's why I want to. That's why this is my idea for us to have this segment on the viral moment.
Right.
Because I'm not asking you to retract your statement.
Right.
Because I know you came from your heart.
Right.
What I do want to do is, however, bro, I want you to kind of like give a further explanation what you meant by certain things. Like when you said, how would your kids be an asset to me? And I feel like people try to run with that and paint you in a different light.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you know what I'm saying? And I want you to kind of break it down for them, you know what I'm saying? In your words,
Right.
what you meant by that when you said
Yeah,
that.
see, what I meant by that, where I was taking it, I was speaking in old age. Because, of course, one day I would become an old man, right? When I'm not able to move, I'm not able to go to the grocery store, I'm
Yeah.
not able to go to my doctor's
Yeah.
appointments.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I'm going to need somebody to take me there, whether it's my child or a family member. So that's what I meant by that statement.
When you said asset,
yeah,
that's what you meant. You're
correct.
saying like, so basically you're saying as an asset, when I'm old and I can no longer do anything for myself, is your child going to be a
Right.
help?
A help, correct.
To me.
To me, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. And so, you know, also too, because you got a lot of lip service because people felt like you didn't really answer the question directly, which in my opinion, I felt like you answered the question the way you felt, right? So you're saying I would never deal with a man that would ask me a question like that. So
Right.
you answered the question in the way that you felt in the moment. But I guess people felt like, well, that's not giving an answer because he's asking you, what is your kids going to do for him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
How'd you feel about that?
I feel like it was just like women felt one way. The women were kind of in agreement with me and they understood. And then the men, you know, they agreed with you. So, sorry. So, how did I feel about it? I felt like I answered the way I wanted to answer. A lot of times I felt because I'm reading the comments. I like to troll late at night. That's what I do. So I troll, see what they're talking about in the comments. And a lot of the commentary from the men was, well, you didn't really answer the question. She got triggered. She was upset. And it's like, I just didn't know when I met all these people.
Right.
I didn't know when I built this relationship with all these people for them to know if I'm triggered, upset.
Right.
A couple of people said, well, you know, she was yelling. And I'm like, I think I project my voice a lot. I'm like, but I really don't think that we had an arguing match. Like, I feel like it was just your opinion, my opinion, like a conversation.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's an interesting take, you know, but.
Well, to be very honest with you, I think this is my issue with all of this. I love it because it sparked a debate, sparked dialogue, and but I felt like a lot of people went the wrong direction with the dialogue. You know, I would have been more. This is just my opinion. I would have felt a certain way if it was more like people were questioning, ask you direct questions as far as like, well, what do you mean by that?
Right.
Instead of just jumping to conclusion and just creating their own
Narrative,
around it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So to me, that was kind of like a letdown. I think as a people, we need to learn to respect each other, each other's opinions. I don't have to agree with you, right? I could disagree with you, but at the same token, I'm not going to just, you know, put a label on you.
Yeah, of course.
Just because I disagree with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was more disappointed by that than anything.
Right. And also too, man, that just shows that the lack of intellect that people have. You know what I'm saying? You just see one short clip and you just want to paint this narrative. And I made sure I went into the comments and told people, look, go watch the full video to get full context to see where I was going with the question. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Because you can say one thing and then people just put their own spin on it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, thank you for the free promo. Change tomorrow today. We on our way, and you're making our pockets fatter.
Ooh.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that's how you
Lord.
feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how you feel. Like, so coming back to you, V, like, do you feel like, you know, because like you just said, a lot of people felt like you were angry, you know, or, you know, you were triggered. And do you feel like there was any truth to that? Like, do you feel like when the question was asked, it might have, you know, strike a chord in any way?
So if I'm being as honest as possible, it didn't strike the question didn't strike a chord. I was more, it didn't strike a chord where I was angry. I was just shocked.
Okay.
Like I said, no one has ever said anything like that to me.
Okay,
And so in my response, which was indeed an answer, I said, no man will ever ask me that. That is my answer.
Right.
So when it comes to the comments, again, they don't know me. I would love for you guys to continue to watch so you can continue to get to know me in my mind and how I think. But things like that don't really actually make me upset because that's just like if you were getting, like you were interested in someone, right? And you having a conversation and they say something that you really don't care for. You're not going to keep having the conversation. You're going to kind of just walk away from it. So in my mind, I'm like, the opinions are, I feel like men find a way to paint you out, and it's unfortunate, but it's a lot of black men. I feel like they find a way to paint black women out to be angry.
Okay.
It's very easy to go to. It's easy to just, now she's angry. Oh, she. It was a lot of comments saying, well, she didn't know how to answer the question. She's ignorant. And it's so much projection. And then it's like, well, where is this coming from? Just because a black woman disagreed with what you said, because I feel like it's not justified. You know what I mean? And with that, that's why I really don't care about how people feel or the comments, because you can't make a statement about someone that you don't know.
Exactly.
Well, if I may say, I do think that black women are angry, and I do think that black men are angry. And to be honest, that's why we can't get along, because we are angry. But
we can't keep painting each other as angry in the midst of just a conversation.
No, but we are angry though. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying you can't. You can say that, but the truth of the fact of the matter is, the black man is angry. The black woman is angry. That's why we are unable to have a conversation, a civilized conversation with each other. That's why there's a lot of finger pointing. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't find it weird that a man is telling a woman how to be a woman, and a woman is trying to tell a man how to be a man. You don't find that weird? And yet neither one of them in their gender is at the top of, and I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about just as a human being is at the top of that level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Like, so you don't find that kind of odd and weird that, you know what I'm saying, that we're all we're doing is this. And this viral moment proved it, because it became like the battle of the sexes.
Texas, that's what it was. Yes.
But that's not what it should be.
It should be
it should be a conversation.
Exactly.
You know, we need to try to understand each other, bro.
Yep.
It's called change tomorrow today. It's not called divide and conquer.
Conquer, correct.
We're trying to change tomorrow today. So yeah, we're gonna have hard conversations that's gonna spark debate. That's what we want.
Yeah.
We want to have those hard conversations. But when somebody says something you don't agree with, you don't have to agree.
Yeah.
But let's have a civilized conversation. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that was probably the biggest misinterpretation.
Yeah.
Like some people ask me, I think he was just looking for a viral moment. And I said, no, this is authenticity. This is him speaking his mind. This is him speaking on how he feels.
Right.
He didn't say this just because he wants you guys, like,
Right.
I'm like, that was not the expectation, which is also why I led with, we had a lot of good episodes prior to. It's just, this is what kind of took you guys,
We had a lot of great episodes. prior
So
to.
it's
That
just,
catalog.
great
you're not
episodes, you know what I'm
doing
saying?
this for a moment. You
Right.
did it because you said what you truly felt and how you truly felt. And the problem, like you said, I agree, is that us just having this little back and forth was automatically assumed as we're having an argument. I'm like,
Right.
wait, this is my co-host.
No.
You know why? I agree with you, Vic, because people ask me what it was like after the recording. I said we were good.
No,
We hugged it out. We laughed.
but we got to be honest though.
Right.
See, in the midst of the conversation,
Right.
it is that. It is
Right.
an argument.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
a civilized argument, but it is that because it's passionate. It's a passion.
Right.
Passionate
But we
argument.
got to learn how to do that as a group
Yes,
without it
but-
turning
but
into
I'm saying-
name calling
Right.
or
No,
like
but
chaos.
what I'm saying is you can't dwindle down and say it, but it was that. It was an argument. You know what I'm saying? It was just a civilized argument. You know what I'm
Correct,
saying? Where
correct.
you was making your point and you was
Yep.
making your point, but you could have that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, once it's all done, we're back to normal again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In
Yeah.
no way do I feel a man should be underneath the comment calling somebody a bitch or
Right.
a hoe
I
because you
agree.
disagree with them.
Disagree.
And
Yeah.
no way should a woman be under a comment calling somebody a rapist,
Yeah.
a pedophile, any
Right.
of that, because those are fucked up labels
Yeah.
to put. You don't
They're
you
very
ain't never met
strong
anybody here.
Yeah, you don't even know me.
You ain't never met nobody.
Never
You're just
met
going
me,
off a
man.
1 minute clip. And I get it. Some of us, our attention span is kind of low.
It's low,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? But I'm
Yeah.
just saying
Yeah.
the in the future, when you watch us and we're having these passionate debates, you see that 1 minute reel, short, whatever.
Yeah.
Do us a favor, man. Go
Check
to the full episode and go watch it and then come back and give us your opinion.
Your opinion.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, for me, I sat back and I was observing a male and a female having a great conversation.
Yeah.
And I didn't fit in that mold.
Yeah.
Because you guys are single.
Yeah.
I'm not single.
Right.
I'm married. So I'm learning.
Yeah.
You saying, well, this is how the men today think. They don't want to deal with this. She's saying, well, my man today may not want to deal with this, so why deal with it? Go find something else.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't kick us down. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't fit your mold, because maybe you're not fitting her mold.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
I'm just learning. So I didn't have a dog in the fight. I'm trying to learn and observe. And true indeed, could I probably said more? Yeah, because you know how I feel about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
situation.
Yeah, of
I told
course.
you I don't agree with it.
Yeah, yeah, I know
And
how
for
you
the
feel,
simple
bro.
fact, I don't agree with it because I've always wanted a father.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
I can't agree with something that I wanted, that I didn't have, but I wanted that.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? But don't do that. Don't disrespect her. Don't disrespect him. Get to know us and then have your opinions.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Exactly.
But just understand that you can have a conversation, and that conversation does not have to mean now we don't like each other.
Yeah,
now we're angry with each other. Now
It's a black thing.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
black thing,
Yeah.
man.
and it's sad though,
Right.
because
It's a black thing.
that should not be what it is. And in order for us to change tomorrow today, this is why we're having this conversation. You can have a conversation with someone and it not
Disagree.
lead,
Right.
disagree, and it not lead to name calling,
Calling,
you know,
yeah.
Disrespect.
yeah, disrespect,
assumptions. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy,
because it's a
man.
little far. Yeah, it's a little far.
Yeah,
out
it
there.
just shows how far apart we are from
Yep.
each other,
Yes.
man.
As men and
Yeah,
women,
men
right?
and women. Yeah,
that's what
battle
I'm
of the
saying.
sexes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
like,
can't.
damn. Like, like me seeing it online, but to see it happen to us, I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Not just to, but I already knew.
Nah,
I
but
don't
it-
think it has anything to do with us per
yeah.
se.
No, but
it
it's crazy.
But I
Yeah.
was kind of happy for it,
Mm-hmm.
not because of the viral moment or whatever, because now it's almost like the title of the show is called "Change Tomorrow Today."
Today, yeah.
And this is by purpose, right?
Right.
We didn't actually just come up. This is by design, right? And the whole point is to fix our community, right?
Correct.
Through dialogue, through us
Bring
speaking.
awareness.
So I was really happy when that happened because it was an opportunity for us to kind of fix
Have a
something
conversation.
and bring it to awareness.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We need to stop battling each other. Men against women, women against men, men against children, women against children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to realize, bro, we need each other,
Yeah.
man. To survive the next 100 years,
Yes,
200
yeah.
years, we're going to need to be together.
Yeah.
And all you suckers talking about, that's why I deal with women overseas, blah, blah, blah. They're only using you for a green card or paper, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Keep it G with me.
Yeah. I get your point, Dre. I get your drift.
No, but if I disagree, let me
no,
know.
no. I to a certain extent. To a certain extent.
What do you disagree with? Tell me.
No. To a certain extent, I think some dudes do go over there and find true
love?
Yeah. I know a couple dudes that do.
Well, you can
Yeah,
find
yeah.
love. You can find love, but I'm just saying majority of the time it's for the paper.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
for the paper. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It ain't because, oh, she's this and that, bro. What we need to do as a people is learn to listen to each other.
Yeah.
Listen to hear and not listen to give back a response, bro.
right.
And really take heed what each other's saying, bro. And I think
Right.
we'll be fine, man.
Right, and also listen to just like what Rob just said, listen to understand and stop listening with your feelings, because when you're listening with your feelings, the message would just blow right past your head and you won't get it. You know, just even in the full. Matter of fact, if you go to YouTube and watch the full clip, like the full video, the episode, and you go in the comment section, you see people putting comments. Pedal. I'm like,
That's what I'm saying.
You watched the full episode.
You
Where did you come? How did you
get
come
to
up
get
with that?
Yeah, man.
Like,
I seen comments that had nothing to do with that
nothing
episode.
to do with
it. Just and I'm like, man, do we? And this is why I say, man, some of y'all with the GED, I know y'all didn't really take that GED test,
Right.
and I'm just keeping it G, man. I know some of y'all because y'all understanding level, bro. It's y'all fucked up.
How can kids understand? Remember me and you had a conversation. What did your daughter say?
Oh, my daughter, surprisingly, bro. My daughter's was for you, bro.
Okay.
My daughter said, well, he said nothing. He said nothing wrong. I said, really? They said, yeah, he's just saying, like, what kind of chores am I gonna do around the house? Like, am I gonna be respectful to him? I said, word up. I
these
said,
are
really?
children.
That's what y'all got from it? They said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They said, yeah, that's what they got from it. So my daughters are 15 and 17. That's what they got from it. You know what I'm saying? But I can also understand your reaction from being a mother and what's taking place in the world, right? What happens in the world. But I'm just saying, I get that. But the people that don't know us, that was
And that's
wild.
but see, like you said, that key point, that don't know.
Right.
So as you watch and you kind of like listen to us talk about actual things that are going on in the world that we have our own personal experiences, then you kind of gain a better understanding for the responses that we're given to questions or the reason we ask certain questions, you know, because everybody, where I am today, everything that I went through made me this person. You understand? So that's why when people say, well, she's coming from a place where she's angry, I'm like, I wasn't angry at all. But growing up in a household, I grew up in a domestic household, a domestic violence household. So certain things, it's not about, no, I wasn't upset with him. I wasn't upset with Al at all. But what I've been through and my personal trauma makes me respond in a certain way, because when you said asset, that's the wrong word.
Right.
Now, if you would have said, "Hey, do your kids have chores?" Like, because it's always not what you say, it's how you say it, right? So certain questions, the way it's worded, would warrant a certain response.
Right.
And that's why I tried to convey a lot of times in the comments. I wasn't triggered or upset. It was more or less the wording.
Okay.
Because as I'm a woman, I consider myself to be a woman. I'm not a little girl.
Right.
So the way you would approach a woman would be with respect.
Right.
And to say, well, how can your kids be an asset? That's not respectful at all.
Well,
It's not. It's
well,
not.
Man, I thought I was very respectful.
No. Your
okay.
tone,
Okay.
your delivery, you weren't like being rude. You weren't trying to be rude.
Right,
you really
right,
were being.
right.
That's why I wasn't upset with
Right,
you. You see what I'm
right,
saying?
I got you,
Now, if
I
it was
got
coming
you.
from someone where I felt like they were coming from an ill place, then I would have been triggered. I would have been upset, and it probably would have turned completely different.
Right,
Even if I know you, so I know. Okay, you're not a pedo. I
Right.
know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you.
Right.
She's
So
expressed
Yeah,
that. She
yeah,
expressed
yeah.
that.
So I don't too much care for that type of comment because I know you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
let's
yeah,
just say I was just a guest on this podcast and that was a question you asked me, I would have politely got up and walked out.
Yeah, of
because
course.
I don't know you and you
Right.
don't. To me, that's not respectful. Don't act. I know you weren't coming from a disrespectful
Right,
place,
right,
which
right.
is why my response was, no man will ever ask me a question like that.
Right,
Because now you can ask me a lot of questions about my kids. You can ask me how my kids' behavior is. You can ask me what the situation is with their fathers. You know, I feel like that is how you would technically get a better understanding whether I want to deal with this type of situation, right? Like,
right.
she's a single mom. I don't know if I want to deal with this. So you would probe and kind of ask certain questions to kind of figure out if
Yeah,
that's
but
what you want.
everybody probes differently.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
See what I'm
saying.
saying? You
So a
can't-
man that would
that-
say to me, "Which is
expectations-
your asset?" That I won't respond to that.
Everybody
But that's
probes,
me.
Everybody asks questions differently.
Differently,
Yeah.
with different allergies
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
And I knew you weren't coming from a bad place, though. You know, like
exactly. And
like,
that's
no.
good that we have that understanding as well.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
nah, it's not the same.
Yeah. And we have understanding.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After the show, I think like we just went ahead.
Yeah.
We took a picture. Hey.
Yeah, hey, we hugged it out. Yeah, you know.
Nah.
But let me say this though. But but when Vic texted me, man, when you sent that text, Vic, through the chat, and you said, "Hey, AJ, you went viral," I
Yeah.
was like, "What the man?" I was sitting down. I jumped up. I was like, "What?" Yeah.
Because that wasn't expected.
Yeah, that wasn't expected.
I was just like,
And
oh crap.
People was just hitting me up. Hey, bro, you went viral. I
Yeah.
was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Man, it was just crazy.
It was not
crazy.
expected. It
It
kind of
was-
caught me off guard. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And I mean, it was what it was. But it was a genuine, authentic conversation.
Right. I agree with that.
I totally agree with that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what made it special because it was just you were being yourself.
Yeah.
There
Wasn't no
it was
extras.
like I like
Right.
to call that episode. That was you coming out. That was
That's
you
what I
coming
said.
out.
My
Yeah.
coming out
You
party.
being-
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying?
people used to seeing the calm.
Yeah,
AJ.
and a
I
lot of
don't
people
really-
don't
yeah, I
understand.
don't
They
really-
was like,
right.
oh, because a lot of people ask me why was I so quiet,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, if you've been watching, you understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? My bro coming out, like he's expressing himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna intervene.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all have a full conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed
Yeah.
to chill, fall back,
And I think we all do that at
Yeah.
different
Do
points,
you?
depending
Different
on the
points.
topics.
Exactly.
We all kind of,
Exactly.
this is not my, I don't have
Right.
a dog in this
Right,
fight.
exactly.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah, we
chill,
have the
yeah,
moments,
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
And that day it was our moment.
Nah,
Yeah.
I would love to know, man. You know, I'm gonna play dumb for a second.
Oh, gosh.
I know. I seen the comments. I seen some fool saying, "Oh, he a simp."
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And my thing is, what's a simp, bro? Break it down for
Well,
me.
to me, I think a simp is a dude that's agreeable. It's not doesn't assert himself, and passive. That's what I would call a simp. You just you just go for anything and everything. That's
You
just
just go
mine.
for anything and everything.
Anything. Right.
But a lot of the comments I saw when that word was being used, simp, was because somebody else's opinion they didn't agree with. And again, it goes back again to what we were talking about with respecting other people's mind, bro. Like you could say something, like I told you I didn't agree with what you said.
Yeah.
I'm not a simp, bro. Any nigga that know me, I'm far from a simp.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't play that. I ain't got no cape on.
Right.
This ain't Captain Kirk. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm still a man with my own opinions
Right.
and my
Right.
own belief.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So nobody ain't call me a simp. This is not for me. This is
what
just
you
in
saw in the
general.
comments,
Yeah.
right.
It's just
I
in
saw it.
general.
Yeah, you
know
saw
what
it
I'm
in the
saying? Like I
comments,
saw somebody one that somebody that I personally know, you know what I'm saying, my cousin, like, oh, he a simp. Cousin ain't no simp. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't put labels on people just because you disagree with their
Yep.
opinions, bro. Everybody has their own opinion.
Yep.
And that's respected, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's respected that you don't agree with this, you don't agree with that. It's good for conversation. But when you start doing the name calling, bro, like you don't know what people on. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what type of time they on.
Yeah.
You know, it's always good to be mindful and respectful of others,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But while we're in the process of trying to change tomorrow today, I feel like that is a very good key point. You know, just the name calling and automatically assuming just because a person doesn't agree with you, I feel like there's a better way to get an understanding.
Yeah.
If someone has a different viewpoint, I think the smart way to go about it would be to try to figure out why they think that way. Let me try to
Yeah.
figure out where
Yeah.
you're coming from
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
what make, because at the end of the day, sometimes, and I notice in the midst of my trolling, you know, I talk with people and then additional questions come out. And then at the end, they're like, oh, I get you. And it's like, yeah, because instead of automatically just assuming and placing your own projections onto someone else because you don't like what they said, try to understand maybe what they even meant. Because maybe you misinterpret, maybe it went over your head. Maybe you misinterpreted. But I do agree, like to call someone any name,
It's
simp,
disrespectful.
a
very
bee, a
disrespectful.
thing. I had so
A
many
hoe,
people tell
a
me I was
bitch. You can't do
unintelligent.
that. You can't
I
do
wasn't educated. And it's just like, but just because I just don't agree,
You can't
like
do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
that doesn't make no
Yeah,
Like, let me
yeah.
ask you, bro. Let me ask you a question. Because your viewpoint on women with kids is very strong.
Right.
And I know that's how you feel. It's not nothing wrong. Like I say, I can understand where you're coming from because I'm not putting my emotion in the place to say, oh, I can
Yeah.
understand because I got common sense. I get it.
Right.
You saying why would I, you know?
Yeah.
But how was it for you when you was growing up? You know what I'm saying? Your household. You know what I'm saying? Was your dad there? Was it just you and your mom? Like because I want people to kind of get understanding of
Right.
your thought process, your patterns or whatever,
Right.
and what made you become, you know what I'm
you are.
saying, who you are today, bro.
Right. Well, you know, I did grow up in a lovely home with my mother. You know, she was a single mother, single mom. My mother never brought no other man around us or whatever. You know, when my mom and my father, when they parted ways, my
So
mother,
you know your father.
I know my father.
You know,
Yeah,
so your father
yeah.
was in your
My
life.
father was in my life.
You just wasn't in the house.
He just wasn't in the house.
Okay.
My father was around.
Okay.
And my mom ain't never bring no other man
Okay.
around us or whatever, you know. So I grew up in a lovely home, you know, a God-fearing household. My mom, she was a spiritual person or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So of course she raised me on morals and having ethics and
Yeah.
having respect for,
Yeah.
you know, for
For
people.
women, yeah,
for
people in
women.
general,
Yeah.
'Cause you have sisters
I have
as well.
sisters as well.
Yeah.
You know, I have nieces. You know, I have 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Of course, I respect women.
Yeah.
You know, to the full extent. You know, why
You just
would I?
don't put up with
I just
with
don't
no
put
crap.
up with the crap.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
So at any time when you were growing up, you were never in need of a father figure, because your father was there.
My
He was
father
just
was
in
there.
the house, so you always had a connection with him.
But
Like
I had
he
a
was
connection.
there.
Correct, correct. I had a connection with my brother, and I also had older homies on the block that I came up with. You know, when I lived
but
in
them
Little
niggas,
Haiti.
no.
No, but I'm just saying though, I learned a lot.
Yeah, I
did,
know,
Yeah,
but-
I learned
but
a lot
them niggas was-
as far as you know, having the.
I know, but I'm
you-
just saying.
I got you. I got you, bro.
But
Yeah.
your dad was present.
Yeah, my dad was
and you had
present.
your older brother. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
You had
yeah.
different. So, and I actually that just to kind of like prove a point,
Mm-hmm.
so you can kind of understand why I disagree with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up in an abusive home. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay,
Like I have a younger sister. Her dad was with my mother. He was very abusive towards me and my mother. You see what I'm saying? So when he finally left the house, because the police, you know, they had to remove him,
Oh, okay.
physically remove him, because you know what I'm saying, he was harming me and my mother. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
Like, so I'm growing up. Remember, I'm Haitian, bro. I came here when I was like 6, 7 years old, right? So now I'm like 10 years old. I don't have a father.
Right.
I don't have no direction here. I don't know how this place works. You see what I'm saying? I'm with my mother. My mother's very old, like tradition wise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know
yeah.
how
she's from
Haitian
Haiti.
mothers-
Yeah.
So now I'm stuck in a world where I have no understanding of.
And no guidance.
No guidance,
Yeah,
bro.
no guidance.
So
yeah.
as a kid, I wanted a father, bro.
Yeah.
I needed a father, bro. Never had that, bro. You know how? So I had to create father figures in my mind, bro. I had to read books, right?
Yeah.
I had to read books, and I had to write. I had to watch friends interact with their fathers,
Okay.
right? So I'm observing the things that I want, but I don't have
You
it.
don't have it. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's something I wish I had. So that's what I'm saying. I can't agree with what you said because
Okay.
I didn't have that.
Okay. Okay.
I would have loved to have a stepdad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to disrespect him or belittle.
Yeah,
That would have been like
yeah.
my dad. I would have treated him like he's my dad.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But I understand at the same time, all kids are not the same.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly,
All
exactly.
situations aren't the same. That's why I said I can understand where you're coming from. But because of my lack,
Yeah, yeah.
can't
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
agree
got
with
your
that,
point.
brother.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
got your
saying?
point. I got your point.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah, I agree. I think I agree with you, Ralph.
Oh, you don't say.
I agree with you, Ralph. No, I don't. Again, I didn't have a problem. I don't have a problem with the fact that you don't want to date a woman with kids,
Right,
because at the end of the day, that is your preference. And if that's your preference, nobody can tell you to choose different. That's truly what you want. So I never actually had a problem with that either. That's why I say the comments. Let's get it together. I don't have a problem with that. I grew up without my dad, and my stepfather, who happens to be Haitian, was the most amazing man
Sac
that stepped.
passe.
Not bootleg.
Yeah, dog.
And he came around when I was a fairly young girl. I was in 4th grade, but I thank God for him because he really, he was the father figure that I did not have. I didn't meet my dad till I was 19 years old.
okay.
So he kind of like carried that and kind of taught me a lot of things that he taught me and stuff like that. I wouldn't have had that. So,
Gotcha.
I don't know what I would have had, but I'm just happy that I did have him.
Right. But
you know?
also too in that statement, I made it clear if you go back and you watch it,
You said-
I said
you
I'm
said-
speaking in general. Go back and listen to it. No. Now listen. No, when I talk
man.
about when I
I'm laughing because
Oh, okay.
because I heard you say it because you made a
I said it twice.
You made a clip, a reel of me talking, and in the you said that same thing. You
Yeah.
said I was speaking in
General,
general.
I
That's
said
why
it
I'm
twice.
laughing.
Yeah, I said it twice. Right, I said it twice.
That's why I'm
Right.
laughing, bro. I'm not. You know what I'm saying,
Right.
but yeah, you did
because
say it.
because I was speaking for the men. I was speaking on what is out there.
But,
You get what I'm
but
saying?
see, I think you got to be more careful with that, bro, because I get it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think you should be more focused on representing you
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
of
saying?
course,
Because
of
you know what I'm
course.
saying. I think like
Less
you know,
general, more specific.
yeah, more
so they can
specific,
get
so
you.
that way you know, because
Yeah, people don't get. Go ahead,
get
finish
it.
up.
Go ahead,
No, finish up.
no, you
finish
got it. Go ahead, finish.
Right, so people don't mix my words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just so you're speaking, I think also so you're speaking from a personal standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, granted, we're talking about topics and then we're giving our personal takes on
Correct.
it. So hopefully, like if you're coming more from a personal space
Mm-hmm.
and knowing us, just knowing you personally, they wouldn't even get that idea because
Right.
they would, it would be
Right.
coming from who you actually or what
Right.
you actually think for
Right.
you
Exactly.
and not for these people.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So
we good, bro.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, gang?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm just happy for us,
Yeah.
man. I'm excited. It was my coming out party. Now you're gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get
No going back.
No going back. I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? Dex,
I told you
is
already,
gonna hold
yo.
me accountable.
I already told you, bro.
Ralph gonna hold me accountable.
It ain't no going back, brother.
I can't go back.
Brother,
So Vic gonna hold me accountable.
you couldn't go back if you wanted
If I
to.
wanted to.
Because like I
You know?
said, this is the dynamic of the show because
Yeah.
you have 3 different personalities. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then we're all very passionate about certain topics and certain issues. And a lot of times, yeah, we're gonna get into heated debate.
Debates.
Yeah, debates, basically.
But don't get it twisted, man. Once the camera shut down and we've said our piece,
We all
bro,
smile and giggle.
that's my player partner. You know what I'm saying? That's our little sister. You feel me? I'm
right,
saying?
right.
It ain't no hard feelings where we like,
I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
we're not doing that. And we
exactly.
sure as hell don't want y'all to do that. You know what I'm saying? What we want to do is start conversations within the community, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And hopefully we can all bring it together.
Yeah.
The purpose is to take us from here and bring us here.
Tie it all up
That's it.
together.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bringing
Let's-
solutions.
Yeah.
Let's close the gap, the hatred gap. You know what I'm saying? We have a
Male
lot of work to
versus
do.
Female.
We have a lot of work to do in our black
The
community.
comments prove it, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Man,
but,
Black
brother,
America, we
but
are in
I loved
trouble,
it
man.
because
Right.
you know it shows like you can't hide it. You can't say, "Oh, that's not." It's true. It's true. You got men versus women, women versus men. It's all out war, man.
Yeah.
Kids versus adults. It's all out
Yeah,
war,
yeah,
man. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So this is good for us, and hopefully you guys will continue to support us because of the work that we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
It's not about us. It's about we. You understand? When I say we, I'm not just talking about us in front of the camera. I'm
Right.
talking about we
You
as a
guys at
whole.
home.
That's what we're trying to do. It ain't about nothing else. And like I said, it's gonna be some hard debates. It's gonna be some passionate arguing.
Yeah.
Sometimes we might yell at each other.
Yeah, yeah,
You know me,
exactly.
brother. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
of
saying?
course.
We gonna get into
Right,
it. We
right.
are gonna get.
Right.
But don't
That's
get
how
it.
it
Don't
goes.
get it misconstrued. It's love, man. We need to learn that for each other.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
It's love. So with that being said, my brother, I'm glad, man, you came out your turtle shell. You dig? You know what I'm saying? My dog said what he said, and
I stand on
stood
it.
on
I
it.
stand on what I said now.
You goddamn
yeah,
right.
yeah,
You-
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Stood on it.
You
Yeah,
can't
I
get.
stand
hey,
on what I said.
I would not
Right.
let you get off the motherfucking
Right,
step.
right.
You are
No.
on. You
Right.
said what you said, bro.
Right.
Say it with your chest. You said what you said. You said it with your chest. All I'm saying is let's respect it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Which is what we just did. We talked
Exactly.
about it. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, we appreciate you guys, all the new followers that we got, all the likes, all the comments. Even though some of y'all are boy, y'all need to cleanse your heart, but it's cool. Like we gonna do it together because, man, you know, shit, we tainted too.
Yeah.
We ain't
Yeah.
perfect.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
ain't
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
We ain't perfect. So it's all good. But what we are going to learn together as we grow is to kind of like, you know, respect each other's feelings and thoughts and,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. You know what I mean? With that being said, Al, you know what it is. They got make sure you guys continue to like, you know, follow us, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, on TikTok. Right, V?
Yes.
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, every social platform.
Man.
Make sure you follow us.
Yes. Go on YouTube. We got about 138 raw videos. You know what I'm saying?
Get to
Catalog.
know us.
Yeah.
Get to know us, man. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you're gonna be a fan and you're gonna love what we're doing because it's not just for us, it's for our kids,
Yep.
Right.
for the future of us, of we. It's beautiful, man. With that being said, please continue to like, comment,
And
you know what I'm saying?
subscribe and hit the like button. peoples.
Ding,
Yeah.
ding. I've been loving that
And
ding
share
button.
and please share.
Yes,
people.
yes. Share.
Share.
You know what I'm saying?
I just got one comment though.
What's that?
So, yes, like, comment, subscribe, leave all the comments you want for us. Please do. But for everybody that decides to repost or share our clips, make sure you tag us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
yes.
I'm having a hard time finding all these clips and I have to keep tagging us in the clips. And
Yep.
yes, it's me that's doing it. Yes.
Yes.
Hi. So tag us.
It's called Change Tomorrow Today, sucker.
Yeah.
Change Tomorrow Today.
podcast.
And stop trying to use the clip to twist things around.
Things
Don't do
around.
that, bro.
Don't do
You know what
that.
I'm saying? We love
Yeah.
love and appreciate all the support. negative or positive, but let's just keep it within the narrative.
And once
You know what I'm
again, thank you for the free promo.
my brother said it, and
Thank you.
I concur, man. With that being
Right.
said, it's a show for the day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bye.
It's called Going Viral. We appreciate y'all. We got some more hot fire coming through. Don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Come back. Love.
Peace.
For Sheezy.